Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you are all having a great day and a great week. So we're still working on measurement. This week might be our last week with measurement. We might go another week. We'll just see how this week goes. So we're working on inches today, and more specifically, we're working with half inches or halves. Now, if you can see on number 1, we have this number that says 6 1/2 inches. So this is 6 1/2, and the 1 1/2 is a fraction. So this is like halfway. If you think of 1/2, it's halfway. So if you see where this 0 is and then this 1 is, that is 1 inch. But then you see this little tick mark in the middle. It's not as long as the other ones, but there's still a tick mark. This tick mark is the half-inch mark. So you go from 0, 1/2, 1, 1 and 1/2, 2, 2 and 1/2, 3, 3 and 1/2, and so forth and so on. So today you're going to be answering these different questions, and you're going to be using these little arrows to put your answers. So number 1 says use your orange arrow to point to 6 1/2 inches. Well, here's my orange arrow. I'm going to click it and I'm going to drag it to the top. And this is 6. Is that where my arrow needs to go? Because it says it needs to be pointing to 6 1/2 inches. Well, this is just 6, so I need to go to the 1/2. So this, if I click it and move it over to this little half line, this is 6 1/2 inches. So you'll need to do that for the rest of them for 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? So there's some more questions. Let me move this back to the bottom. So there's some more questions you're going to need to answer on this other slide here. And as you can see, the arrows are already on the ruler. You are going to tell me what the measurement is of where the arrows are pointing. So for number 1, it says the orange arrow is pointing to blank inches. So here's the orange ruler, orange arrow, and it's pointing straight down to this number 7. So what you're going to do is you're going to click that question mark, and you're going to backspace and hit the number 7, because it is 7 inches. Now you're probably wondering, what do I need to do if it's 1/2? So if this orange arrow was pointing here, it would be at 7 1/2. So I would need to go, after I type my 7, it's going to go 7 space 1, and then there is your question mark button. You're going to hit the shift button and the question mark button. I'm sorry, shift and the button with the question mark. I'm sorry, I messed that up. You're not going to hit the shift button. You're just going to hit the one with the question marks at. You're just going to hit that one, and it has another little symbol. And then you're going to hit 2 and then space, and then it makes it look like 7 1/2. Okay? So let's do that again. You're going to hit 7 space 1, the question mark button, and then 2 and then space. And there's 7 1/2. Okay, so you're going to do that for all these questions, and if you have any questions on what you're supposed to do, please don't hesitate to email me or send me a comment on today's post. I hope you guys have fun with your math today. Happy learning, guys. Bye.